Hello everyone, and welcome to the second part of our video tutorial series on developing AI agents with Google's ADK, the Agent Development Kit. As a reminder, we are following the following workshop, Building AI Agents with Google's Agent Development Kit. In the first part, we looked into the one of the modules of the workshop, the very first part about setting a local environment. We set up our environment for ADK and we ran our first AI agent. Now we're going to develop our first tool for our agent. In the world of AI agents, a tool is a capability that we add to a basic AI model to enable it to do something that it wasn't previously capable of doing. So, why do we need tools? The powers of an AI model are constrained by the data the model has been trained on. Let's take ChatGPT for example. If ChatGPT was trained on all the data available on the internet up until last month, then once it's trained, it will not be aware of any new data that has been put on the internet this month. In this hypothetical example, a good idea for a tool that enhances the capability of ChatGPT would be one, for example, that searches the web for new data that may have been put on the internet since last month. Now, back to our workshop. Our challenge here is to create a tool that enables our agent to guess the outcome of the rolling of a dice with a given number of sides. So, how do we break it down? We're asked to create a simple Python function, roll dice, that takes as parameter an integer size, and we're asked to add this function to the list of tools of our agents and then test it in the web UI. All right. Okay, we remember that this workshop is not a step-by-step tutorial, so we have to figure out our way uh, out of this challenge that we have been asked to meet. So we're going to go back to the documentation here, and we're going to go to tools and see how the documentation helps us implement new tools. I'm just going to scroll down. We've got an example here in Python, and I see some functions definitions here, some functions definitions here, and here is an agent. And so I see that this is how you pass a list of tools to an agent, right? Okay, remember that in our code, we already had an agent defined. So the next thing that we've got to do will be to define the tool for our agent. I copied that line in the documentation. I'm just going to add it here now. Roll dice. Okay. Cursor is trying to complete the code now. Okay, and I'm going to define the function. Yeah, there you go. Great that we have cursor here, and I'm going to import random. There you go. So we should be set. Now we are going to run our agent and see if our tool is being effective. So we are going to run the web client of our agent. We do that by running ADK web and we specify the directory where the agent is. Okay, it might take a while, so why don't we wait a little bit? All right, it looks like we've got some action here. It looks like the um, server has been properly started and that the agent is running, and we again do have the address for our UI client here. I think I already have it open here, so I'm just going to reload it. It's taking its time. Okay, looks like it's supposed to be running. Let's go to the browser. Oh, wonderful. Here we have our agent interface. So, how do we test our tool now? I guess I'm going to ask the AI assistant to roll a dice for me. Can you roll a dice with 50 sides? So the AI agent is thinking. Oh, and we see here that it called our roll dice tool, and let's see if it's got an answer for us. Okay, great. It's got an answer, and the result is 36. 36 is well between 1 and 50. Maybe we can ask something else. Can you roll a dice with 27 sides? Okay, once again, it's calling our tool roll dice, and then it rightfully gives us a number between 1 and 27. Now, maybe we can you tell me the weather? We can test something that is not part of our agent's tool. Let's see what it spits out. Oh, I'm sorry, I cannot fulfill this request. The available tools lack the desired functionality. Okay. Now, perhaps someone might say that any decent AI model can guess a number between, I don't know, one and some given number. How do we know that this AI agent is not really just tapping into the intrinsic capabilities of the underlying AI model? Perhaps we can test that. Instead of giving it a right implementation of the function, so returning a random number between one and site, I'm just going to say return maybe zero, and we will see how the agent uh, behaves after this modification of one of its core tools. Or in order to account for these changes, we have to restart the server. So I'm going to about the running of server. I'm going to start it anew. Okay, it looks like things are supposed to be running. Let's go back to the browser. Okay, our agent is here. We'll ask the same question that we asked previously. Can you roll a dice of 50 sides? The agent is thinking, probably calling for the tool. Yes, it is. And what is the answer? Drum roll. Oh, I've rolled a dice with 50 sides and the result is zero. Remember the implementation of our function, we always return zero. Okay, maybe that was the wrong guess. Let's try with another round. Can you roll a dice of 27 sides? Again, it's calling the tool. I've rolled a dice with 27 sides and the result is zero. Okay, so in both cases, we have zero as the outcome of dice rolling between one and a given number. Zero is not even part of it. So we can probably safely conclude that the agent is not tapping into the underlying capabilities of the AI model, but it's actually using the tool that we specify, that we explicitly asked to use. And so we have built our very first tool for our agent. And if you followed up until this point, congratulations, you have enabled your agent with new capabilities. And remember to come back for the next part of our tutorial.